Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at DOT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now jumping into the TA, as you can see, we did have the pullback here for Polkadot. Obviously, Bitcoin dumped with the FTX news. And if we zoom in on the daily chart here on TradingView, you can see that the price went all the way down to retest the previous resistance of the small falling wedge that we were in. We broke out of that wedge and we came back down for support. So this is a basic retest of previous resistance. This does happen quite often in the charts. So this was a great entry, and if you bring out the daily RSI, you can see that I told you that this pink trend line was a great entry point, and that's exactly what we had here, a nice retest for Polkadot on the daily RSI. So go back to my previous Polkadot videos, and I mentioned this pink trend lines in every single one of them. We've been retesting this since May of 2022, another retest in September, another one in October, and once again in November. So this is a good buying opportunity for Polkadot. Like, the price is so cheap, it's crazy. If I had like $50,000 to put into crypto right now, I would probably put $8,000 to $10,000 in Polkadot, because it is going to be insane the next bull market. Polkadot and the Polkadot ecosystem are going to be exploding. Projects like Polkadex, Moonriver, GLMR, Centrifuge, all of them are going to be major players. All right, now taking a look at the Fibonacci retracement that I have here, I go over this in every single video because there are some new viewers every time, and I just want to let you know that this is my Fibonacci retracement. This is the swing high in November 2021, and this is the swing low in July of 2021. So off of those 2 points, you get the 1.618 target at $3.71. Now that is our technical target after you start losing this low, which was at $10.37. That's exactly what you did here in May. You retested that level as resistance, and then you capitulated down to the 1.272. And right now, you're slowly making your way to the 1.414 at $5.21. Now, we haven't reached that level yet. It is possible that we go all the way down to the 1.414. And if that happens, then great. Another great buying opportunity in that case. But I don't want to lose the support of the large pink falling wedge, because if I zoom out once again, you can see that within this large pink falling wedge, you have a smaller green one in the apex here. And you have this large one, and really losing the support here would be quite the negative statement from Polkadot, and Bitcoin would have to drop significantly in that scenario. I think $12,000 is our bottom, but I don't want to be that guy calling out bottoms. All of my sort of predictions, you could say, for Bitcoin are based on technical analysis from charts, from previous highs, from our 1.618 targets, and those were met actually. And yeah, so if we see this large wick to the downside, once again, something bearish happens, then have your buy limit orders ready to go, because, you know, we're getting very close to this apex of the large pink trend falling wedge. And as you all know, once that happens, you have a very nice break to the upside. So it's very possible that we could be sitting at $10 for Polkadot after, you know, at the end of this year or at the end of November. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another capitulation in December and January. But the closer we get to spring, the closer we get to the next halving for Bitcoin, I think the bottom is, if it's not in already, I do think we're going to set it before spring 2023. So we still have some time to dollar cost average in. So I wouldn't put all of my money in right now. Obviously, that would be very stupid. Invest only what you can afford to lose. But yeah, these are incredible buying opportunities. Once again, I keep repeating myself because people are still wondering if these are good entry points. Yes, these are good entry points. I am buying quite a lot of crypto at the moment because I see the opportunity and I want to seize the opportunity. And yeah, if you want to do the same, Feel free to let me know what cryptos are you buying right now. All of my buy alerts are going to be on my Patreon. The link is going to be down below in the description, as well as some exclusive podcasts, technical analysis for your requests, videos that you request, low cap gems, and all that good stuff is going to be on Patreon. So feel free to check that out. But as you can see, just from a technical standpoint, we are very, very tight here in this trading range, and we're getting squeezed up. And at some point, you're just gonna have to break out. That's just the way it works. Obviously, we could break to the downside, and that's gonna be quite negative, because the lower we go, I think the longer it's gonna take for us to recover. But as we've seen previously, the recovery phase or the bull markets can start very quickly. And as you can see, this is what happens from December 2020 to April 2021, 1000% for Polkadot. So something like this could be possible. Let's say we do a 1000% from here. That would be putting us at around about $57, $60 for Polkadot. So that's just the previous all-time high at $54, $55. And I think we can go way higher than that. Now let's assume that our 1.414 Fibonacci retracement here is going to be our bottom of the bear market. Let's assume that we're going to draw up a new fib from this low, the 1.414, which is presumed to be our bottom, let's say, and the swing high in November 2021, you have the 1.618 at $234.50. So from where we are right now, that is a 4,000% move to the upside. And I think that is possible. You look at the market caps and you think, well, it's going to take a lot of money to pump these prices. Well, the market caps don't actually reflect the real amount of money invested in the project. The market cap is simply the amount of tokens in circulation multiplied by the price. So it's all smoke and mirrors. There isn't, I would say there is probably around maybe less than $500 billion in the crypto market right now. And I would say it is possible that it's a lot less than that, but I wouldn't know. No one can actually know, in my opinion. Or if you have a way to find out, let me know in the comments. But I don't think there's a way to find out how much money has been put into one specific project. But yeah, let's see what happens here. And I want to switch over to the Binance website real quick. And before we continue the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon. Now, if you like the channel and you like the content that I provide for you on this channel, then feel free to check my Patreon out for more exclusive content like low cap gem calls, my buy alerts, my sell alerts. I do take a look at your technical analysis requests, at your video requests. As you can see, there are multiple tiers which you can choose from. And if you want to support the channel, then this is the best way to do so. As you can see, I do post quite frequently. I have almost 1,000 posts, I think there, or getting closer to 1,000 anyway. And I did start my Patreon a year ago. So yeah, let's get back to the video. So switching up to the weekly chart for Binance, as you can see, we were breaking above this multi-month resistance trend line, and we ended up getting rejected back down. We couldn't solidify above it. We couldn't even reach the 20 EMA, which was something I was hoping we could do for that nice little swing trade. If we would have done that, that would have been a really juicy 30% trade, but still Polkadot was pretty swing tradable in my opinion. Now the buy zone that you have below here from $6.09 to $4.60 is based off of this swing high that we printed in November of 2020 and the swing low here that we printed in December of 2020. Now this shows us that there is a demand zone in this area. Basically, people bought this dip pretty quickly in December. And if we come down to these levels, people are going to do the same thing here because they saw these exact levels here and they're going to, put these buy orders at the exact same levels. This is just how it works. They're going to be looking at the charts the same way we're looking at them right now, and they're going to see these lows and they're going to try to sweep them. And they're going to put their buy orders slightly above so that when the price drops, their orders fill in and the price reverses without actually filling in your order. That's going to be exactly sitting on the support zone. So that's why I always advise to have the buy limit orders set up slightly above the slightly above the support levels. So as you can see right now, we're still below the trend line. As soon as we start breaking above that and we start solidifying above this resistance trend line, we could do even something like this. You know, that would be a very nice start to our recovery phase for Polkadot. But for now, buy is what I'm thinking. And moving over to the weekly RSI, as you can see, this would be our major resistance level on the weekly. Potentially, we could reach that point sometime in spring 2023, or maybe even August, and have that little retracement to the downside, have this little sort of relief rally in summer of 2023, that little fake out. Everyone thinks we're back in the bull market, but actually we have a pullback and we start the bull market at the end of 2023, moving towards 2024, and that's when we get super overextended. That's what I think is possible, but then again, I'm just a dude on the internet who has a microphone and he's telling you all about his crypto buys and sells, so do with it what you will. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Also, there is another major support level, or I should say resistance level, here on the RSI based off of these lows that we printed in January and February this year, along with the low that we printed in July of 2021. So that's a pretty important level for us to retest, which we haven't done previously. So potentially something like this could happen, where you run into this level and then just come back down, because this is exactly what we did here. As you can see, you lost this level and you came back, retested it as resistance, and then you dropped down. Exactly, because you created this resistance level here, you broke above, lost it, retest, move down. So it's really simple when you look at it this way. And once we're going to be sitting at $200 for Polkadot, and you ask someone, is it a good time to buy Polkadot right now? You're going to say no, because right now I'm selling and I'm waiting for the next low. But that's been it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.